Hi everyone, just want to say happy Sunday, and I would like to actually doing this video and mentions who is the suitable candidate for the EB3 unskilled worker visa. So if you don't know, the EB3 unskilled worker visa is the last categories under the EB3 visa. There are total 3 of them, the skilled, professionals, and unskilled. So skilled is require a bachelor degree and also 2 to 4 years, actually 4-year experience in the field after you graduate from a U.S. degree and U.S. institutions here in the United States. Second one is the 2 years degree, which is associate degree, where they require 2-year experience. You have to work for a company, and after that, they can sponsor you. That is require a degree. So those two, and those costs around depends on you study at community college or university. But if you know, like university can cost for 4 years over $200,000. So that is 4 years investment. And after you graduate, it depends on the jobs and also like entry level or what kind of positions you apply for. You can start from like $10 up to $20, depends on your degree, as mentioned.
Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and get the updates about the EB3 unskilled worker visa on different playlists that you can see on my channel. There are F1 students which change of status, and also the consular process who outside of US. And also on the description you will see the link to schedule the free consultations if you are ready to moving to the next step. And you also get a discount $350 when you choose the service by getting or using my link. And if you have any question, feel free to reach out or leave the comment below.
Cost around, I would say $10,000 up to $20,000 for 2 years, not included for living expenses like car payment and your rent, your food, and all that good stuff. And the last category is the unskilled worker visa, which is require only high school diploma. So if you graduate from a different country, you also qualify to apply for this program. One of the reasons why the government actually giving this, because this actually, it's hard for them to hire someone that willing to work for the low pay and kind of entry level in a rural area, because Americans, they would love to live in the big city. Even though if they live in the countryside or rural area, they're willing or looking for jobs that have a higher pay, because they are Americans. They have a different opportunity and benefits or options they can choose, but not much as people from overseas, which is you guys, or even here if you located in the United States. For that reason, that's the reason why it's lack of labor shortage, and the government trying to hire people from overseas that willing to give them a 10-year green card after they finish working for the employer or the sponsor 12 months. That is commitment, because now you willing to come and migrate and move your whole family if you are married or single, move here by yourself and work for a company for 12 months, and after that you can decide if you actually want to continue working with them or moving on to your life in higher level. It's really up to you. But because of that agreements that you willing to work and stay at a job that they could not find Americans, for that they will make sure that they will give you a 10-year green card that they promise. One of the reasons you gotta make sure to understand the reason it takes longer than expected, because the government want to make sure that these employers or these kind of job have to fulfill the requirements, which is they could not find Americans workers for a long period of time, because they want to give jobs for everybody, especially citizen first, American first. You coming in, if they cannot find anyone for like over 6 months, a year or so, for that's why the first process, it takes longer than expected, and also depends on different situations like economy and also businesses, up and down of the job market here in the United States. And if you are willing to actually migrate here and start from the entry level, because you technically will save a lot of money by not going to school, but if you want to have a better life, of course you will go to work for someone first. At the same time, you can go to school and get a degree while working for the employer and pay cheaper compared to international students or different resources or different ways to live here. For that, so I just want to make sure that to point out the requirements is you okay with the job that they hire right now. I will list out the sponsorships that they're looking for, and second, you need to have average English. You understand, you can communicate, you can speak, answer questions, and third, you are healthy and able to do the job. So that's the reason why they require you to do it's like a medical test to make sure, and fourth, you don't have any criminal background in different country, because of course you don't want to bring criminals from different country to America. And fourth is you have a willingness to work for employer for 12 months and satisfy a little bit, but also at the same time you learning from these companies and the job positions are you doing it, because maybe in your home country the way you do the work is different compared to the way you work for Americans, because it's a different culture, a different environment, different language, and also the way of thinking. So if these are qualified what you're looking for, I will make sure to attach the link below for you, but I just want to make sure that we get this from here. This is not the shortcut for anyone. This will take around 3 to 4 years if you outside US, you live in a different country. Even though if you live inside US with legal status, it can take over 2 to 3 years because of the process, but it's made shorter because you will put on the front line, And your timeline also different compared to people who apply at the same time as you. If they apply for a different positions, a different sponsorship. Also lucky, sometimes I share to my referral and she got the LC before me. Also, this is not the way for you to get quick or get rich quick, because this is a big investment. Most of the time for people from overseas, 30 grand is something, but at least if you understand about the perspective of spending money in the right way, you save a lot. Because if you send your kids going to school here, you spend at least $20,000 for 2 years, and it's not leading anywhere. Unless your kids get educations, but it's a guarantee or the ending goal is getting a job to get sponsorship or not. Everybody get a job, either or, but will you get sponsorship? And if you send them to a university, the same thing, it costs more money. It's around 100K to 200K, and it's not even guaranteed. And now you have to wait longer, or sending your kids back to school, go to master degree or PhD degree. That will cost another 50K to 100K again. And for the last one is for people to understand about the value of time, the value of the money. Everybody come here, even though if they go to school, they still gotta work somewhere. They still work at a restaurant, but you don't know, right? But then for this criteria, you are going to work for the restaurant, for the job that willing to pay you, and you are pretty much permanent resident. You can go to school as a permanent resident that you pay tuition fees as low as people in America. So instead of paying for $2,000 per semester, right? In Texas, you just pay $500. That is like a lot of times. You save tons of money. And right now, the economy is not good as before, but hopefully it will improve in the future. But looking at the way you invest for $30,000 for the whole family for 3 years, each year 10 grand. But at least you have the ability to stay in your home country and keep improving your English, your knowledge, your skill set, everything you need to be ready before coming to United States. So when you come here, one of the person in your family working, the rest can be business owner, can do something else to make money, make more money than you expect. So if you think it's just come here and work at a regular job, that it's like the same thing, it might be difficult because now you have to deal with taxes and different regulations. You try to understand how the US work, it will be challenging. So I just want you to see this EB3 unskilled worker visa is the way for you to really choose the right path that help you to save money. If I actually know about this and somebody actually sit down and explain to me, maybe I would choose that way. you know. But I don't have the money up front back in the day, but also nobody told us. So by me sharing this, it's a great opportunity for not only you but people who you know will get this advantage. So I hope that you get advantage of using my link, or share with people that you care, and help them to get started on their process. And thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know.